Hi everyone, welcome to my next update video. I'm Needlecraft Danny, this is flosstube number 96, and yeah, once again it's kind of a vlog style video. I do not have a whole lot of days left, I do not have a whole lot of projects left, so we will see how much of a vlog style video it is, but yeah, for now, kind of a vlog style. So, when I last filmed, it was Monday. Now it's already Thursday, the 2nd of September. As I told you in my last video, I'm going to continue my Arbitrary August till the 4th of September, so a few more days. And basically, there are two projects I really want to stitch on because those two were not called during August, so I want to get started on those. Yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say up front, I think. This video will be uploaded on Sunday because on Sunday I'm going to leave for a work trip, and therefore I wanted to finish up my video beforehand, show you what projects I'm going to take with me to my work trip, and yeah, the rest we're going to see. So let's get started with what I stitched on Monday. So on Monday, the project that was called for was Supersized Max Color Once Upon a Fairy Tale. The artwork is by Amy Stewart and it's started by Heaven and Earth Designs. That's the whole design, and I started in the top left corner up in here. So I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here because you did not see this in this video. And this is where I got to. So I did basically everything I said I would do. I finished my year-end goal. I continued stitching with those, I think, 140 or something stitches more than I needed for my year-end goal. But now I have already finished the diagonal as well. And that's pretty nice. So as you might be able to see, I'm stopping all my diagonals up there. When I have stitched the first block in this shelf, there's another half a block or something of the shelf left. But I decided to stop in here, do the first shelf first, and then move down to do the second one. The first shelf will probably already take me around 10 years, so we will see how I'm going to proceed after that. And if I'm still into stitching, if I can still see this fabric, because that's a 40 count Newcastle linen, and I'm stitching 1/1 10 stitch on it. But I bring it a little bit closer because I absolutely adore this piece. It's so beautiful. And I think I started stitching in this block up here and then moved down the diagonal, so I did a lot more in this lantern and it looks amazing. And then I did a bit more in the stone and the greenery that covers the stone, and so beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. I'm super sad that my year-end goal is finished on this one. It was only 4,500 stitches this year. Last year I did 16,000. So that's quite a bit of a difference. But still, I'm really happy with where I'm at. If you can do the math, I'm now at more than 20,000 stitches overall done on this project. So that's nice. And yeah, I love it. I can't wait for next year to continue stitching on this one. But I have already decided on a rotation for next year. So next year this one will not get a whole lot of attention again, which is super sad. But that's how life goes. And there are other projects I want to concentrate on so I can finish them and then finally can concentrate on this one and a few others that are super big and won't get finished anytime soon. Yeah, Needleminder is from Lakeside Needlecraft. I don't think I told you that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't want to pack it away, but I'm done with my year-end goal and I'm so happy with how it's turning out. Yeah, it looks amazing. But yeah, that's been it. And now moving forward, I'm not going to choose my project randomly anymore, just because I have 3 days left for stitching. and 2 projects I still want to do. So today I'm going to start with the first project of those, and then we will see if I'm going to continue stitching tomorrow with the second project, or once again I don't feel like stitching and need to take a day off, like I did a lot over those last few days. So on Monday I filmed, and that meant I did not have a whole lot of time left, and the time I did have left I was reading. On Tuesday I stitched on Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and yesterday once again did not feel like stitching, so I did read a lot. And hopefully today I feel like stitching again, and also will have the time. Today is kind of busy, so we will see about that. But let's hope. If I get some stitching time, I will stitch on Tiger Chilling Out by Dimensions. It's a beautiful piece. But I have a late shift today, and when I get home from my shift, it will already be dark. So we will see how stitching goes, or if I will stitch after I come home, because in the dark, stitching on Black Ada, not my favorite thing. So I show you where I'm at, and hopefully I get some stitching in before I have to leave for work. Okay, let's do it like that. So this is where I'm at with him. He stitched, as I said, 18 count Black Ada. The tiger itself is stitched 2 over 1 full crosses, and the water basically 1, 2, or 3 strands of half stitching. The needleminder is from Denka Designs, and my year goal is basically to finish the top half, so I only have to finish his face, do the back stitching, and do the couching, because his whiskers are all couched. Never done that before, so we will see how that goes. You can already see his eye, which I'm very happy about, and I think that's also probably the part where I'm going to continue stitching, because I'm still going in columns, picking the color highest up in a column that's missing, doing the color in the whole column, and if I have thread left over at the bottom of the column, I move over to wherever that color leads me, and that's why I have already done quite a bit over here. He's kind of close to finishing my year goal, especially cross stitch wise. As I said, a bit of back stitching and a bit of couching to do. I would really love to finish him, or my goal on him, soonish, because the days are getting shorter, which means my stitching time on him every day gets a little bit shorter. As I said, I don't like stitching on him in the dark. I can do it, but I don't like it as much. So yeah, I really want to get going on him, maybe finish my year goal on him soon-ish. Those few days, beginning of September, not only do I want to stitch on all those projects that did not get caught during August, but I also want to finish some goals. I already did with Once Upon a Fairy Tale, which was actually random, and I chose it random, and it's super nice that actually one of those got called where I'm really close to finishing my goal. But he is one of those where I think I might be able to finish my goals really quickly. And the other one that did not call it in August as well, with that one, it's the same. So those 2 I really hope to get finished, get done, and then I can move on to others and have less projects where I have to do a bit more to finish my goal, but then I have more time for each of them. So yeah, this is my tiger. Can't wait to get going on this one, but I do not have a whole lot of time. So we will see how that will go. But that's it for the moment. Way longer than I thought it would be. And hopefully I will come back tomorrow and show you where I got to and what my next project will be. So stay tuned. In a few seconds you will know what I did, and I come back hopefully tomorrow morning. So see you then. Bye. Hi everyone, it's now Saturday, the 4th of September, which means there were a few more days without any stitching. And it also means this video is probably a very short one, because there are not a lot of projects I can show you. I'm kind of running out of time. So I already told you that in my last video, but tomorrow I'm going on a work trip. So tomorrow I'm going to show you what I did on today's project, and I'm going to show you which projects I'm going to take with me. And that's going to be my entire video. So we will see how long it actually will be. so far, or the piece I stitched on yesterday, was Tiger Chilling Out by Dimensions. And you just saw my starting point, so I'm going to show you where I got to. This is where I'm at. So he stitched on an 18 count black Ada. The tiger is stitched 2/1 full crosses, and the water and reflections down here are going to be stitched with 1, 2, or 3 strands of half stitches. And basically, and needleminder from Denker Designs. And I basically stitched up in here, finished a lot of black, so you probably don't see a lot of difference in here. 1 orange and 1 dark brown. I don't know how much of a difference you can actually see. I had a little bit of the dark brown left on my needle, but there were no more stitches up in here, so I did a few down here. Yeah, that's basically everything I did, so not a whole lot. I'm nevertheless really happy to get progress into him, and I think I'm now at around about 900 stitches missing on him to finish my year goal. Well, 900 cross stitches and then a lot of back stitch and couching. But nevertheless, 900 stitches is not a whole lot, so that actually sounds good. Yeah, this is my beautiful tiger, and I can't wait to come back to him, stitch some more on him, because I really hope I will be able to finish him soonish, maybe with 1 or 2 more stitching sessions. That would be pretty amazing, and it would be nice to have another goal finished. So that was my tiger, and now there's 1 piece left I have not stitched on during August or those few days in September. So that's going to be the last project I'm going to stitch on, and that project is Colorado Mountains by Golden Kite. This is the finished piece, and I show you where I'm at with that one. So there are a lot of perk threads, so I first have to put those out of the way. But this is where I'm at. This is stitched on a 25 count even weave. I'm stitching 2/110 stitch, needleminder from Denker Designs, and I'm presently stitching on page number 16 down here. And I think I have 1 more column left to have a page finish, and then a few more stitches up here, and I will have a goal finish. So this one is actually really close as well. But I do not have a whole lot of time left. As I said, tomorrow's a work trip, and I still have to pack my things and stuff, so we will see how that goes. I do hope I at least get a page finished down here, and maybe when I come back can concentrate up on this page over here to get my year-end goal done. But first of all, I'm going to concentrate down here to hopefully get a page finish. So yeah, this is my Colorado Mountains. Can't wait to get started on this one. So that's it with the video, and I'm going to get started on some stitching, and hopefully can show you a lot of progress made tomorrow. And yeah, that's basically it. So you will see in a few seconds how much I got done, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye! Good morning, everyone. It's now Sunday, the 5th of September. And today I'm going to leave for my work trip, so I will show you what I did stitch on yesterday and show you which project I'm going to take. So let's first of all start with the project I stitched on yesterday, which was Colorado Mountains by Golden Kite. You just saw my starting picture, basically the point where I started from yesterday, and I'll show you where I got to. Okay. There are a lot of projects lying next to me because, of course, I'm going to take way too many projects with me. Like I think most of us do when going on vacation or something else where you're not at home and can stitch whatever you want. Here is where I got to. Basically, I started in that column over here and started in the bottom with all the parked threads. So all the parked threads up to here are stitched. But as you can see, those are all the parked threads still left to do in that column. Those are a lot. So it's now getting super confetti heavy, which I'm not exactly looking forward to, but yeah, still happy with what I did. Quite some nice progress. I think I did a bit more than 200 stitches, which is honestly more than I thought I would be able to do. So it's stitched on 25 count even weave 2/110 stitch needle minder from Denka Designs. And yeah, this is where I got to. If I get everything done I still have to do before I leave, and I still have about 1 or 2 hours left before I actually have to leave, I'm going to continue stitching on this one today. So we will see maybe a bit more progress next time you see this one. Maybe not. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. As I said, I'm going on a work trip now for 2 weeks. I'm going to be returning on Friday, and the next video nevertheless will be on a Monday. So those 2 days, because I arrive Friday late in the evening, but Saturday and Sunday, of course, I have to do a lot of things, especially laundry and stuff. I was away for 2 weeks then. So we'll see how much stitching I can actually get in. But if I do, I will stitch on the projects where I am close to reaching my goal. And this is one of those projects. So if I do get a little bit more than today, and maybe a bit more when I'm back, this might actually be a year-end goal finish. But we will see about that. This is so far Colorado Mountains. As I said, just going to put it away in the hopes of stitching on it a little bit more today. We will see. Otherwise, it's going to stay outside for about 2 weeks until I return, and hopefully as soon as I return, I can continue stitching on this one. Okay, way too many threads in here. So now, work trip projects. As I said, way too many. I think I have 5 projects planned to take with me. 3 of those are really big. So yeah, we will see. But let's first of all start with the first project, which of course will be my trouble stitching project. This week I have not done a whole lot, honestly. You can say nothing. My travel project is the Hello Sunshine Cell by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and part 4 was released last Friday, something like that. And so I have about 3 more weeks to actually finish part number 4. Part 4 is not yet started. I just, as I said, no stitching, no travel stitching, no stitching at work. I never had a whole lot of time at work to actually stitch, and if I did, I only had about 15 minutes maybe, which normally is fine. When the part is actually started, I don't have a problem with only stitching about 15 minutes. The part wasn't started yet, so I kind of did not get into the project and therefore did not stitch. But this is the whole piece so far with parts 1 to 4 released. Part 4 is the part up here with the butterfly and so on. So let me show you where I'm at, which basically means with a finished part number 3. So this is my project so far. As I said, finished part number 3, still waiting to start part number 4. This is the project that will travel in my handbag and not in my luggage. So hopefully I will get some stitching in while traveling. But we will see. It's stitched on a 28 count even weave 1/1 crosses. Needle minder is from Denka Designs. And yeah, I really hope during the work trip to actually finish part number 4. This will be one of my top priorities. Of the 5 projects I take with me, this will have the highest priority, just because I want to stay caught up with the cell, and therefore I have to finish part number 4, at least get started with a big chunk, so I don't have a whole lot to do or left to do when I get back home. But yeah, we will see about that. This is the Hello Sunshine Cell, project number 1 for my 12s. Project number 2 is actually my lowest priority. And it is the Twist Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. That's the finished piece. This is my lowest priority because it's kind of my backup trouble stitching. So if I finish part number 4 of the Hello Sunshine cell while on travel, I still need something for the train ride back, then that will be the project to take. So I'll show you where I'm at with this one as well. I still have a thread part in here, and this is where I'm at. So I'm stitching part number 10, which is a specialty stitches band, and I'm presently stitching all those windmill stitches that I still have to continue till the end of the diagonal. This is stitched on a 32 count white opalescent linen. I'm stitching with the called for dinky dies, and also as called for, I'm stitching 1/2 full crosses and also the specialty stitches with 1 strand of floss, except for the satin stitches. Those are stitched with 2 strands of floss. The needleminder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I bring the last band a little bit closer so you can see the stitches a little bit better. As with the specialty stitches, it's kind of interesting to see how they actually turn out. So this is band number 10. I will repeat those road stitches once again and the satin stitches once again, and then band number 10 will be done. And I will move into band number 11 for another cross stitch band. But as I said, lowest priority, maybe no stitching at all on this one. We will see. Yeah, just not high up in the priority list so far. It will get a little bit higher up later on in the year, I think, but at the moment, not so much. Oh. Okay, so now to my 3 really big projects. They don't have any specific priority. I'm just going to stitch on whichever project I feel like stitching on. So, first project I'm going to take with me is Cinderella Rags to Riches by John Elliott. I'm stitching the combined version, but this year I only want to finish Cinderella in rags. So she's coming with me because there's so much to do until I finish my year-end goal that I thought I should give her a little bit more time and take her with me. Maybe I feel like stitching on her because it's kind of easy stitching to stitch on her, so I thought it would be a good project to take with me. She is stitched on a 28 count casual linen by Picture This Plus in the colorway Fog. I don't see anything. Yeah, and that is her so far. I'm not even at 50% complete, so I definitely have to take her with me and hopefully stitch some more on her. I'm not going to take any beads with me or crannic or something like that, just the normal DMC colors should be enough. Yeah, and I still need a needle up here because I somehow lost mine. And it would be a bad idea to travel without needles. So this is Cinderella Rags to Riches. She's actually also the only one where I use a 24 needle. All my other projects use 28 needles, so it would be nice to actually have a needle on this project before I take her with me. Okay, and then I have 2 more full coverage pieces that I plan on taking with me. One, because I really finally want to get a page finish on that one. The other one, because I really want to get progress on it. So let's start with the page finish one. It is Dragon Dancer by Heaven and Earth Designs, the artwork is by Anne Stokes. That's the finished piece, and I'm waiting for the page finish, I think, since April. Yeah, I really want to get that page finish and yeah, move forward to the next one. So this is where I'm at with that one at the moment. It's stitched on a 32 count white linen, and I'm stitching 2/110 stitch, and presently I'm stitching on this page in here, which I think is page number 14, and there's not a whole lot left. The page break, I think, is in here, and over here. So not a whole lot left. So really looking forward to hopefully actually finish the page. Would be pretty nice. And then I can move to the next page, which will be the page down here. I should remember how many stitches I need for my year and goal. There are quite a few missing in this one here. But I don't want to do too many. So yeah, this is Dragon Answer. Really looking forward for page finish. That's basically the only reason I take this project. I really want that page finish. And the last project I'm going to take with me is another full coverage. It's Mini Cinderella, also by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Alexandra Daw. That's the finished piece. I show you where I'm at. This is where I'm at with that one. This one, if I reach all my goals, the goal for this one, the advanced goal for this one, will then be to actually finish it. So I really want to get going on finishing my year-end goal on this one. So I have a break from it while finishing all my other goals, and then I can come back to it and yeah, hopefully actually finish the piece. First of all, I want to finish the cranach. There are about 800 stitches of cranach missing, and I want to finish those first. So that's the first goal. And then I have probably around 3,000 stitches or even more left to finish my year-end goal. So that will then be the next step. It is stitched on a 28 count even weave 1/1 full cross. Needleminder is from Danka Designs. And yeah, over here it's more or less done. Page number 1 is actually completely finished. Page number 2 is close. And then I have holes everywhere, especially up in here in that band. And it's good. It gets less and less stitched the further you go around the clock. But yeah, concentrating on the cranach, which will be a lot in here. Then there are 2 other colors that are super close to being done. So I will continue with those before I then move on to all the other colors. There are only 16 colors overall in this piece. So yeah, we will see. Yeah, my beautiful Cinderella. That's that. And that's all the projects I'm going to take. As I said, when I come back home, there are 2 days before my next video. And in those 2 days, I plan on focusing on projects where I'm close to hitting my goal, my year-end goal. So hopefully I can finish a few goals until I see you next. That would be what I imagine I would do. I'm not sure if that will actually work. I really hope. We will see. Yeah, so that's everything. This video is way shorter than my last one, and that's fine. I know there wasn't a lot of stitching this week, but yeah, preparing for a work trip and working and all the other things, so that's sometimes what happens. And last week I also did 2 weeks worth of time in that one video, and yeah, so it's fine. It's a shorter video. I hope you nevertheless enjoy, and I will see you in 2 weeks. As I said, I think it's the 20th of September when I will be back for another video, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. So I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks, and I will see you then. Stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.